What is going on YouTube? This is World of War Black Ops Pro, and the purpose of me making this video today is more of a channel update and also responding to a few comments, just putting it out there for the record. So the first channel update important topic that I have to discuss is that in a few days time I will be moving out, and I will probably not be bringing you guys videos on a daily basis, or a regular basis that is, because sometimes I just can't bring them on a daily basis, but I'm not sure what my upload schedule is going to be like in the next few weeks, next few months even. But the thing is, I do have BO3 gameplay and Black Ops 1 gameplay on my hard drive, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to have time to make videos. Not nearly on this regular basis that I have been doing for the past few weeks. So we'll have to see how that goes. So next few days, just like leave me comments in the comment section, just with video ideas. If you want me to make a video on a certain topic that you're interested in, just leave me a comment in this comment section, and I'll look at it and I'll see what I can do. So the next little topic here I'm going to talk about is just I want to put stuff out there. Like, guys, I don't want to hate on BO3. Like, a lot of you guys have been getting on me. Oh, you hating on BO3 so much. Every video is Black Ops 3 sucks. Black Ops 3 sucks this. Black Ops 3 sucks that. Oh, you're not even giving the game a chance, World of War. Well, guys, we've all played the beta. We all know exactly how this game is going to play, and I'm just not impressed with the game. And some people have even accused me of being dishonest in my reviews. Guys, I'm not being dishonest. I'm giving you my opinion. And at the end of the day, an opinion is not a fact. Like, guys, if you think Black Ops 3 is amazing, okay, good for you. But that's not a fact. That's an opinion. So if I say something to the contrary, that's not a lie. That's not being dishonest. That's just me giving my opinion. And if I don't think Black Ops 3 is a good game, or at least in the multiplayer aspect, then yeah, then I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about the game. I'm not an allié. I'm not a Team Martin. I'm not gonna hype up the game, even though, even if I think the game's good, like I'm not just going to just praise the game, like just keep praising it, because there are some problems with it. And if you guys don't believe me that big YouTubers will lie to you just to hype up the game, look at Call of Duty Ghosts. So, allié, Team Martin, all those other big YouTubers, they all got invited out to the events, and they got early Ghost footage and put it on their channels, and they kept hyping it up throughout the year, even though like 90% of the community hated that game, and they kept hyping up the DLC, they kept hyping up the season pass. So I'm not sure why you guys trust those guys to give you an honest review of Black Ops 3, especially for the people who haven't played the beta. As for me, like, I'm not paid to do YouTube. I'm not paid by Activision or anyone, so I always give my honest review. And Black Ops 3, yeah, a lot of big YouTubers actually like this game, like even Thunder. Now, Thunder, I'm not sure why exactly he likes this game. I mean, on one hand, I understand that he wants to upload Call of Duty content, and that he couldn't really do that with Ghost or Advanced Warfare, but at the same time, like, Thunder, this game is more unbalanced than Black Ops 2, and has advanced movement in it. And I mean, I remember during the Black Ops 2 days, Thunder would complain like in every video about the shotguns and the snipers. And then after Ghost came out, he started loving Black Ops 2. So maybe it's just because he hasn't had a Call of Duty to play for 2 years that he loves Black Ops 3. But overall, in my opinion, I just don't think Black Ops 3 is that balanced of a game, and I think that it could have been much better. Like, I think, yeah, if they took out the specialist, I think this would be a playable COD for me, at least. I mean, it wouldn't be the best COD ever, but I think it'd at least be playable. The thing that's really killing it for me is that the specialist abilities. Like, I just don't get why any developer thought it was a good idea to bring support back. Like, guys, in MW3, support killed that game. No one liked the no-skill multi-kill, aka the stealth bomber. It was just too easy to get, and it just killed way too many people. And now we have, glorified support streaks, aka specialists, but everyone gets it, and they get it a few times a match. Some good players get it several times a match, but you get my point. And then you have like 6 guys on another team running around with sights or annihilators or whatever they want to run, and it just overpowered, and it really takes away from the kill streaks, because the focus should be the kill streaks. And I really feel like in this game, Von Hard toned down a bunch of the streaks just to cater to noobs. Like, for example, the VTOL warship is or aka the mothership, is nowhere near as powerful as it was in BO2. Like, I've used it several times, and I have gotten very few kills with it. In Black Ops 2, you know, You could get dozens and dozens of kills with that, especially if you're spawn trapping. So Vonahar must have seen one of my spawn trapping videos and decided, oh hey, we need to nerf this because World of War is doing way too good with that. We need to tone this down. And you know, I just think that Vonahar took a lot of the problems from Black Ops 2 and just left them in Black Ops 3. Like yes, some people are saying, oh World of War, you talk about the good stuff in Black Ops 3. Guys, I really wish there was good stuff in Black Ops 3 to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to hate COD. And if COD is bad, like, I'm not one of the people who really wants COD to die. I'm one of the people who wants to play COD, but at the end of the day, if COD's bad, like, we're stuck for another year with nothing to play. I played Battlefield, and Battlefield's fun. Like, Battlefield 4 is fun, but it's nowhere near COD because, one of the biggest problems with the game is there's no kill streak. So, yeah, you can go on like a gun streak, but what's the point to keep going? It just feels like you're just getting kills and you're not really rewarded for your efforts. So, I mean, if Battlefield had kill streaks, that could be really fun, I guess. But Call of Duty has the formula we all want, but the execution isn't very good. Now, as to good things with Black Ops 3, Black Ops 3. Okay, I like the safeguard game mode. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, and I also like how they tone down the advanced movement. But the thing about the advanced movement is that it shouldn't be in the game. Period. I just want them to return to boots on the ground gameplay because I think everyone's just tired of this futuristic crap. If you don't believe me, then tell me where has most of the community gone? Because some people are trying to argue with me and say that Black Ops 2 is the most successful COD ever, which at the present time it is the most played COD ever mostly because Ghost and AW were failures in the eyes of many players. So Black Ops 2 is the most playable COD. But you also gotta admit that if Black Ops 1 had 3 million people online during launch, if MW2 had similar numbers, and Black Ops 2 only had 898,000, then something's wrong there, because if you have less than a third of what you had just 2 years prior, I mean, something's wrong, and something needs to be looked at. And I just really feel like most people have just left the franchise because it's pretty much evolved into a kid's game. And most people have been saying Black Ops 3 is a great game. But you gotta look at how much of the community is really left and who are we looking at, like what type of demographic. Most of the people in the community are likely kids because, yeah, I'm not saying everyone is like a 12-year-old in this community, but a lot of them are kids because the adults who used to play this game, like the casuals, they aren't very vocal about what they want, and when they don't get what they want in a Call of Duty game, they just stop playing. They don't come on YouTube generally and make videos about what they want and what they want the developers to do. They just leave the franchise, and that's where most of the people have gone. Because you guys got to keep in mind that, let's say you're 15 and Call of Duty 4 came out. Well, that was 8 years ago, so you're probably around 23 right now. So most of the gamers who played COD 4 are adults now, and they see like Black Ops 3, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm not playing that game. This game is just way too futuristic. It's not Call of Duty. It doesn't have that Call of Duty feel. It just has Call of Duty on the box, and that's the only reason that it could even be considered Call of Duty. Because at the end of the day, Black Ops 3 isn't really Call of Duty. We asked for change from the developers. We've been asking them for that for years, but what we really mean is just take the BS out. Don't put jetpacks on our backs. Just take the noob tubes out. Take stopping power out. Take quickscoping out. Take all that stuff out. And they don't really listen in that regard. They leave the death streaks in like they did in MW3. They brought back support and Ghost, even though the community as a whole hates these these modules and all these mechanics. That they just don't want them in there. And that if the developers listened, I think this game would be much better off. Now, I'm not sure what Black Ops 3 can do. Black Ops 3, yeah, I mean, this game is not the game you're watching in the background. Isn't really a beta. It's more like a demo. People are saying, okay, this is a beta build of the game, and call it what you want, but Vonahar really only has about a month to patch everything, to fix everything, until they have to start mass producing this game. Because think about it, you have to make millions and millions of CDs and game cases, and then you have to ship this out to millions and millions of retailers worldwide, and that takes several weeks. And it might take even a month. Even like, you have to make sure that these games arrive about a week before actual launch, so the retailers have to get them about a week before actual launch. So, that takes time. And given that, let's say it takes about a month, that means Vonderhaar has to be finished with this game by, what, early October? So he has only about a month to fix this, so he's not going to be making any major changes. So what you see in the beta is pretty much what you're going to get in the main game. And I just don't really see too much of the fun factor being here. Like the kill streaks are toned down. The kill streaks are really hard to get, by the way. Because in Black Ops 2, I didn't have any problem getting my streaks, even though they were ridiculously expensive. But here, we don't have hardline. We have an ability, a special ability that's like hardline, but it seems kind of underpowered, in my opinion. And then the specialist abilities, they just get you killed way too often. They're used way too often. And guys, you got to keep in mind that every kill, there has to be a death. So if someone gets a kill with their sights or their sparrow, someone on the other team had to die, and they were probably on a streak. So that's the problem. I mean, I know Von Horn wants noobs to be happy, and yes, specialist abilities will accomplish that goal, but it comes at the expense of the casual gamer. Like, let's look at COD 4. There was nothing to help you if you sucked at the game. You just had to get better. World of War, there was really nothing to help you if you sucked at the game. That they didn't start adding noob-friendly stuff until MW2 with the death streaks. But even then, those weren't too bad. They got really bad in MW3 with like Dead Man's Hand. But the problem is that when Vonderhaar tries to cater to the noob, it just doesn't work. We don't get that Call of Duty that we really want. We get this toned down Call of Duty that's not as fun as it should be. Like, you guys can agree that the MW2 streaks were much better than the MW3 streaks, mainly because MW3 implemented spawn protection, which completely just made like the AC-130s pretty much useless, and it was just dumb. And I think that's what Vonderhaar tried to do in this game. Like, he tried to tone down a lot of the streaks because, guys, you can't. He had 3 years to make this game pretty much. So I think that making the mothership weak was intentional. And plus, I haven't seen a gameplay of someone just going off with it. I haven't seen that yet. So I think that the streaks were meant to be weak on purpose. I just really don't see why Vonderhaar would allow something to be that weak if he had 3 years to polish this game. And guys, this game didn't take 3 years to make. Yeah, it has some good stuff in it, like paint shop, which is basically emblem editor just on the 3 sides of your gun. I guess that's an improvement. And there's also gunsmith, which I don't think we've really seen too much of gunsmith. I think you just customize your gun like cosmetically. That's great and all, but it doesn't really change the nature of your of the gameplay. It's really just an add-on, just a gimmick to sell the game. But like, what I would really like to see, yeah, just different. I would really like to see innovation that changes how you play. Not advanced movement, because we all know that's a failure. I'd like to see, I don't know, maybe yeah, the cosmetic gun idea, yeah, that sounds good. But maybe what about customizable kill streaks? Like, maybe you can choose the camo on your helicopter, or you can put certain types of rockets on your helicopter, like you can in Battlefield, or bring back back tanks to multiplayer, like make that a kill streak. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm not sure why Vonderhaar thinks that it's necessary to put wall running in a Black Ops 3 when Black Ops it really isn't about advanced movement. It isn't. Black Ops series did a lot better when in the Black Ops 1 and even the Black Ops 2 days. Now, guys, Black Ops 2, yeah, it was a fun game. Like, some of you guys may have taken my message the wrong way in that video where I showed the player count. When I talked about how Black Ops Black Ops 1 did a lot better than Black Ops 2, which it did, but I can still have a lot of fun on even a broken game like Black Ops 2. I mean, yes, do I spawn trap with riot shields and LMGs? Yeah, but see that's fun. But in Black Ops 3, I just don't see anything that's just that fun about this game. Like, I know this game's broken, and I know there's a lot Vaughn could do to fix it. Just, is he gonna fix it? Like, people were saying, oh, quick scoping's balanced, pistols are balanced, the RK5 is balanced, shotguns are balanced. Guys, let's be honest here, the snipers shouldn't be able to quickscope. That thing is extremely heavy and it's meant for long range combat. I'm not sure why anyone would allow a sniper to aggressively rush other players and beat people who use SMGs and shotguns. That's just not fair. I'm not sure why pistols are more powerful than primaries, given that pistols are supposed to be more powerful than primaries. Or no, sorry, primaries are supposed to be more powerful than pistols, and pistols are supposed to serve as a secondary role. They're supposed to be, if you run out of ammo with your primary, you pull them out, or if you need to reload, you pull them out as a last resort, not as a primary. It just doesn't make sense. Von Hart, you need to tone them down like to Black Ops 1 levels. And the shotguns weren't underpowered in Black Ops 1. I actually did some range testing in Black Ops 1 combat training and in private match, and they kill at a pretty decent distance, especially like the stakeout in the Olympia. So what I really think that made the shotguns overpowered in Black Ops 2 was more of the map design, which forced combat to be more in close quarters. And when you have smaller maps, that makes shotguns infinitely more useful. And Black Ops 1 had a mix of large maps and medium maps, which shotguns weren't too effective on. So maybe that's why they were underused and not like great how they are in Black Ops 2. They didn't dominate. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.
We don't reward failure. RTB for debrief and reassessment.
Our performance didn't deserve victory.